mweya yedu usagamusha unoya atina musha atina musha atifa Shauno uyagamusha kamulu shauno atina musama atina musama tilona musha tilona musha sitara
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, Zimbabweans. As always, we always begin by saying good afternoon, good morning, good evening. But I know that today there's nothing good about this afternoon. There's nothing good about this evening. We woke up to the shocking and barbaric news or video that we saw of Zimbabweans being attacked by fellow Zimbabweans. Zanu PF is running rogue in Mrehwa, and we saw people being beaten up, old people being beaten up. It broke my heart. It broke my heart. I still even can't fathom that this is happening in this day, in this age, in Zimbabwe. And it's heartbreaking, it's heart-wrenching what is happening in Mrehwa, Ward 4. We are going to talk about this because we cannot keep quiet. We can't keep quiet. And nobody should be quiet. Everyone should be doing something to tell the world that this is what is happening in Zimbabwe ahead of the 2023 elections. We are going to dissect everything that happened in Mrehwa, the help that came to the people, and how the Mrehwa people, the Mrehwa youth rose up and made sure that action has been taken or is going to be taken. We are going to be talking about the response of Zimbabweans all over the world, Zimbabweans in Zimbabwe, Zimbabweans in the diaspora, how you guys have stood up and have been speaking up. We also talk about the celebrities that have already started condemning the violence in Mrehwa, which should be, the way anything that is a human right abuse, especially of this nature, should be highlighted, must be spoken about, and everyone should be talking about that. Barbara, I know urukunzwa kuda kutaura, urukutsva moyo, because if anyone is not angry today, I don't know what will make you angry. How angry are you, Barbara?
Chief, it's so sad. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Zimbabwe. From wherever you are, lingabe lichona njani, lavuka njani mthwakazi omuhle. Ya namhla sibuye le ndaba ezwisa ubuhlungu PADARE namambososhe edale le nduna yakososhe namhlanje. Inhliziyo zibuhlungu, inhliziyo zidabukile ngesehlakalo esenzakele eMrehwa. Lapho abantu ogogo okhulu besisisi kade bechaywa ngama-youth awezanu, ngabantu bezanu. Chief, you know what, I want to be honest in front of the people. I didn't open that video. The moment I heard comments, people commenting, the way people were commenting, I said, I can't. I knew the pictures were not good. I didn't open, to tell the truth. Ndanzwa kurwadziwa, ndanzwa kushushikana, kurwadziwa, kubaiwa pakati pemoyo. Before you open a video, you could see even kuti ava vanhu vakura ava ndavana gogwa, but usingaoni kuti chichaitika. Ndatadza honestly kuti ndiivhure that video. I couldn't open the video because I know what Zanu PF is capable of. I couldn't take it, Chief, but what they did, it's very, very disturbing. But what I like best, Chief, about this incident is, kunaka kwe technology. Who knew kuti people in Mrehwa could take the video, and the video went viral. Almost everyone who is supposed to know is now aware, Chief, worldwide, internationally. It went viral, even on Twitter, it went viral, the video, and people were just saying, no, this is not good, this is absurd. And Chief, you know what? This is the kind of the violence, or that these people are supposed to be in jail, not Job Scala. You know what Job Scala, what they are doing to Job Scala, he does not even deserve it, being in Chikurubi for more than 6 months, for not doing anything. And yet these Zanu PF thugs, they do whatever they want. And the police have also responded, and we want to see, we will be following the police, the Zimbabwe Republic Police, what are they going to do with Anzi Change Radio in a WhatsApp group here, please. Yes, Courage Chiteke, we have community WhatsApp groups. So I think Estella, can you please share the link? Or maybe if Leo is there, can you please share the link for our WhatsApp community groups? Over to you, Chief.
Talking about those WhatsApp groups that our comrade here, Champion, is asking about. Change Radio now has community WhatsApp groups that where we are sending messages. At one time, we are sending messages to 5,000 people, and we continue to develop that new system by WhatsApp, that to the effect that we'll be able to send messages to 50,000 people at the same time. So we'll send you the link. We'll put the link here so that if you want to join one of those community groups, you can join. But we want to talk about the Barbara, what the people in Mrehwa did. first of all, there is something that people are not talking about. The person who was so courageous to capture those moments on video, the person, who took everything that was happening in Ward 4, that person, I salute him. Because we wouldn't be knowing about what happened in Mrehwa today. Nobody will be talking about, this merciless abuse of our citizens if there was not that one person. Can you see the difference that one person can make? The whole world is alight. The whole world is alive to what happened in Mrehwa today because one person was so courageous that he took that video. So Sando Zake, munatora video, ndautomtsvaga, timuone munye, timtaure. We need to, reward people like that. I know, not with much, but just to give him something to say thank you for what you did, for exposing, what was happening in Mrehwa. And that's something that we always campaign for as Change Radio. See something, say something, do something. I know most people know that part where we say, see something, say something. That's what they say here in America. But in a Change Radio in Zimbabwe, we're now saying, see something, say something, do something. That's exactly what this person did. Further to that, our youth in Mrehwa, they ran around and they notified the police because always the police hide behind a finger and saying no report was made. Even though we know that some of the police officers are roguey as well, they are captured by Zanu PF. It is important that these things are on record. They are put on record. A docket is opened because those are things that we can take even to the United Nations. If you don't have anything in writing, if you don't have anything documented, then you will not be able to prove to anyone that the police are getting these reports and they are choosing not to act. Now the pressure is on the police. The police have to act. The police have to arrest these people and action has to be taken. And it cannot be an everyday catch and release as we are used to seeing in Zimbabwe, because we are not going to keep quiet. We have to keep pressure on the regime. We have to keep pressure on the Mrehwa police so that these people face the music. They face the consequences of what they did. So it's going to happen. The action is going to be taken, not because Zanu PF wants, not because the police want, but because you and me are doing our citizenry responsibilities of speaking against violence. So hats off to the people in Mrehwa. I know people were phoning. I know Ana Simba Chikanza, Anamkoma Yuda were calling. Sometimes it needs people that are outside the country to be able to do that, because we'll be still having people that are afraid that if they do A, B, C, D, they might face victimization. But there are a lot of people even here in the diaspora who made efforts to make sure that the police were notified and the docket was opened. So thank you to the our Mrehwa community, and I think it sends a strong message to other communities. This is one way of defending yourself. Defending yourself doesn't necessarily mean that you have to fight back or you have to take stones and start throwing to them. Of course, you can do that, but just capturing the violence and doing something about it, reporting to the police, reporting to other groups, other communities, other members of the society. Look what is happening. The social media is ablaze right now. Barbara, I want us to comment on what our socialites have done. We have so people that we and as I want to big up Kunana Sisimeli, Sisimeli Diaries. I listened to what she was saying. She was on fire. She was enraged. You could tell that this citizen is enraged. So Sisimeli, Thank you for speaking, against violence. We appreciate Zimbabweans like that. We appreciate citizens who speak up. And I also got a chance to listen to Jackie Ngirande, one of the socialites in Zimbabwe. Of course, Jackie Ngirande comes from Mrehwa, and she had to speak out. She was, she expressed enrage, over her own people in Mrehwa. Kuti vanhu vangu vekwaMurehwa mungaite zvinhu zvakadai, zvinonyadzisa zvakadai, kurova mai vako, kwete mai vako, kurova mbuya vako, kurova sekuru vako, So Jackie, thank you so much for speaking up against violence. We need more socialites. We need more people, who connect with the people, who are connecting with the people right now, to be speaking up. Barbara, what can you say to what the socialites have done? We are still waiting to hear from Anamaititi.
Yes, maybe before that, Chief, you said for America not to see it, say it. Here in the UK, they say see it, sorted. So I think what the chap did, we did a very tremendous job. But what we are not going to do, Chief, is to expose the person who took the video, because his or her life will be in danger. Ndatoona Murakashi atonyora apa hanzi tiratidzei munhu iyeye atora mavideo timbomutora kwevhiki hanzi kwemavhiki tozomudzosa. We are not even scared. Warakashi, your time is numbered. Your days are numbered. These are the last kicks of a dying horse, Chief. These are the last kicks of a dying horse. You can't just beat old people because they've decided to follow a path of their own choice. And yet freedom of choice, freedom of association is enshrined in our own constitution that was written in 2013. So, you can't force people. You can't, and you can take a donkey to the river, but you can't make it, you can't force it to drink water. So, these are the last phases, last times of Zanu PF. Zanu PF is dead, Chief. So they're trying to, by all means, to scare people because they know they're not going to get many votes. They're not going to get any votes anyway. The votes that Chamisa got in 2018, they're going to be trebled this time. Mark my words, Chief. So these socialites that have spoken out about the ills of Zanu PF, we just want to thank them, Chief. I think we are almost there. We are heading there. If socialites start speaking about the violence in Mrehwa, about what Zanu PF is doing, I think even their fans, their followers, they're also going to change. It's going to change their mindset, because there are some people who were not even worried about politics. They did not even care. But once the people that they follow start talking about the bad things that Zanu PF is doing, they're going to change also their mind. You know what? There's one thing, amazing observation that I made from Winky D's album, Chief. He did the whole album is he did it on collaboration. Yeah, my collabs, the whole album. He did my collaborations with other young musicians. And then I said, Winky D, Akangwara Chibaba, Winky D Chibaba, because he paired with other young artists to sing about the what's happening in the country, what's happening in Zimbabwe. So, now, my fans are, they are going to they're going to resonate with the songs. So it's like Iroa double. I liked the strategy that Winky D did. We also maybe want to big up one Wakaita Sana Sani Makalima, Wana Ricky Fire. And Chief, did you see, Estella, can you look for this video? There's one thing that I also noticed about, Clive Malunga. Is it Clive Malunga? The one who sang Nesango. You remember, Chief, that song? Nesango, that Zanu
Yes.
PF song, yeah. Clive Malunga came out blasting Zanu PF, and I was like, wow, people are their minds are start opening, because they followed Zanu PF thinking kuti zvinhu zvichaita right, but alas, nothing is changing. It's even worse. What happened in 2008 is gonna be worse in 2023, and then it now shows Chief kuti Mnangagwa was the mastermind of the 2008 violence. This is clearly being shown by what's happening on the ground, and he is very quiet. He's not even speaking about anything. He's not denouncing the violence. He's just quiet, meaning could these people, I think it's something chaka, it's a resolution maybe from the Congress or from the Sheikh building.
Yes, and you talked about the next thing that we wanted to talk about, Emmerson Mnangagwa himself. What happened in Mrehwa today defines Emmerson Mnangagwa. That's the Zanu PF president. That's the candidate for Zanu PF. And I am telling you, if you are Zimbabwean, you are in the diaspora, do something about this. Send this video to your relatives in Zimbabwe so that they see the kind of person that they are going to be supporting or they want to support. I got this from that prayer line, Barbara, that prayer line where people gather, and pray for Zimbabwe. I love it. I join it, and I was there today. And one of the ladies there, I think it was Mai Kuku, she said that she was actually saying what she has already done. That I've sent this video to my relatives, to my family groups, to my community groups, so that they see that this is the Zanu PF that you are supporting. This is the Zanu PF that you want to give another 5 years. It's another 5 years of violence. It's another 5 years of this kind of abuse. It defies, the logic that even up to now, we haven't heard anything from Zanu PF. We haven't heard anything, because this is huge. What happened today is really bad. We should have heard something, any commentary, even from the president himself. Look on the other side. President Chamisa is besides himself with anger. He's besides himself with sorrow of what is happening in Mrehwa. I don't know how many tweets he has done. And he is asking if people are saying Zanu PF yaka win my elections kudara, Zanu not to win a car. Why are they doing all this? Why are they doing this? If you know that you win elections, like they are always saying, why are they doing this? This is meant to scare people in the villages, to scare people in Zimbabwe, especially those in the rural areas, to vote for President Chamisa. And they are going to be doing harvest of fear. That's what they'll be saying. Now in Weza, they will go around. There is the tweet by President Chamisa. Violence is the weapon used by the desperate and losing. Using violence and intimidation in evidence of defeat, primitivism, savagery, and backwardness. Stop it. President Chamisa is saying, stop it. Because we don't need this in this day and age. We know that Zanu PF has already started doing Mapungwe Zhavo and coming up with these torture camps in the rural areas. And the response is coming. We will not say anything on social media, but I'm telling you, we will be ready. Zimbabweans are ready to defend themselves. Zimbabweans are ready to defend their vote, because defending the vote begins right now. We don't wait until the votes have been counted and then we say we are defending the vote. Defending the vote begins right now, and it's happening. We will not say it on social media. We will not announce it to anyone, but we talk to the youth in the rural areas every day, and they know what they have to do. But this is just unacceptable. No matter what they do, we are voting for CCC. We are voting in huge numbers. No turning back. CC forever. Mashavezulu, vote CC. That's CCC. Is it Ulawa province? Thank you so much. These are the kind of messages that we want. You know, that no matter what Zanu PF is doing, we will remain resolute. We will not be scared. Atichatyiswa, Barbara, atichatyiswa, atichatyisidzirwa neZanu PF. Kana vachiita zvavari kuita vachifungidzira kuti vanhu vacharegedza kuvhotera CCC, kuvhotera President Chamisa, they are lying to themselves. In fact, this is one good way of campaigning for President Chamisa. I've sent the link to you, my brother. I think there's someone here who was saying they want to join the live. I've sent the link to you. If you want, you can also call in 850-559-6287. That's one of the people, one of the guys, one of the so-called youth of Zanu PF that was terrorizing our old folks, our old people. Anambuya, anababa, kwa Mrehwa. Murikumuona uyo. Fambisai picture yake. That picture must be everywhere. This is one way we can do just to counter these people, to spread the message about what's going on. Mr. Sylvester, I've sent you the link. If you want to join, you can join, because I want you to talk about one of our comrades who died in Ohio, where you come from. I know you want to come and comment about Mrehwa. If I'm not mistaken, you are from Mrehwa. If you are here, you are from Mrehwa, please give us a call. Let's talk about this. 850-559-6287. Or you can request a link. We'll send you a link, and then you can come in for a few minutes, and then we can discuss this. If Stella, you can just play that video just a little bit. I don't want to keep seeing it, and I know Barbara will have a nervous breakdown. But just play just a little bit of it so that people know what we're talking about. And guys, write my name somewhere safe, so that when you are ready to back, I'll join you with my team. Zanu PF, derera youth zvacho zvave kuda kudzikamiswa. They think they are rooted midzi. I totally agree with you, Dennis. I totally agree with you on that one. Okay, that's Mr. Sylvester. We're waiting for the video, but let me talk to Mr. Sylvester. Thank you so much for joining us. I know kuti muri kutsva mudhara wangu nenyaya yaitika kwaMrehwa. Tipei pfungwa dzenyu, then we'll move on to the other issue that I want to discuss with you.
Aiwa, maswera sei chief? Tiri kurwadzikana nezviri kuitwa nevanhu vezanu izvi chief. Kumusha kwangu chaiko kwaMrehwa kwazvaitikira uko.
Yeah, I thought as much.
And zviri kundirwadza. I think I've been saying this time and time again, because vanhu kwaMrehwa vanoregererwa stereki. Vakaregererwa, in fact. Vanoita basa rekutyisidzira vanhu kumusha, kumamisha uko. Vanhu vanototya kana kutoti vabude pachena kuti takusapota Triple C. I've been talking kune mayouth ari mumaraini mangu chaimo, vachitaura kuti Zanu this time hairume, hanzi havarume. Tiri kucampaign nawo on the ground, because ukabuda pachena vanouya vanokuatakai. So they are doing it underground. But haisiriyo democracy yatinotarisira iyoyo. We want things to be open. Kana Zanu ichihwina ngaihwine zviri open. Pane kuhwina vachiita zvekurova vanhu zvavari kuita izvi. Saka development yacho kana masanctions avanotaura iwayo anobviswa sei? Kana vachiramba vachirova vanhu, vanorova chembere dzakadai so on. Zvinobatsire izvo, zvinotiendesa kupi izvozvo? Munyama yatiri kuzvipa kayoyo munyika. Kurova chembere. Ana ambuya vedu, ana baba vedu, ana mai venyu muchirova zvakadaro. Kurova kutsika musoro here, ihuku here yamuri kurova iyo. Wonzwa mumwe achitaura kuti havasi vanhu vezanu. hameno chimwe chidhokta chanamboona chichibuda chichitaura
Dr. Mavaza.
nasimba
Dr.
chanchiinterviewa nasimba hanzi havasi vanhu vezanu.
That one. He's a mad doctor.
Ya, anga achitaura kuti havasi vanhu vezanu, havasi vanhu vezanu pachiiva. Saka muri kubvunzirei kuti munosapota chii chamunowana kutriple C kana musiri vanhu vezanu? Chii chamuri kubvunzira izvezvo? Let's do something guys about inyaya yekurohwa kuri kuitwa vabereki vedu hainakidze. I think, I don't know, Imana Chief ndimungatoti leader, but this thing is coming out of hand now. Thank you
Barbara,
very much.
Do you have any question for Mr. Taruvinga, who is from Mrehwa?
Okay, makadiwa Taruvinga.
Kiripo?
Ini ndangachida kubvunza kuti muri kumbovaudzawo here nezvemango strategy kwaMurehwa ikokoko. Ende imimi sevanhu vekwaMurehwa vari mudiaspora, munewo zvamuri kuita here for Mrehwa as the Mrehwa people that are in the diaspora?
Thank you for that question. Vanhu vekwaMurehwa, I think they are so docile. Sekuona kwangu inini, I think Chief, you remember chita musangano na Wende, I raised the same questions again. Ndikati even the leadership iri kuHarare chaiyo, I've never seen pavari kunyatsoti vari kuenda kwaMurehwa, because zvechokwadi Murehwa, if we are not serious, Murehwa will never change from being Zanu PF. It also needs the leadership iri kuHarare ititungamirewo, because isu tiri kuno diaspora, we can raise the funds, but kana pasina munhu ari kutungamira kuti let's do this, Mrehwa, let's forget and smile. And vanhu vacharamba vachirohwa zvavari kuitwa izvozvo.
And Mr. Sylvester Taruvinga Musatima, and I know you are the interim vice chairperson of West Coast District, and you stay in Ohio, where we have lost our vice organizing secretary, Mr. Conrad. Can you just talk about, we just want to honor Conrad, for the work that he did in Triple C, and also as a community member of Ohio. Please just share with us a few things about Conrad.
Oh, thank you, Chief. Inini ndarwadzikana zvikuru nekuti siya kwaita organ wedu. He was taiera tupo mumwe chete, anga ari mwendizvo Dehwa. And to be honest, that young man was a loving man. Inini aiti ndikagara 2-3 weeks tisina kutaura, wanzi wafona, mukoma muri veropa rimwe chete, tiri veropa rimwe chete, hazviite kuti mukoma wangu mugare ndisina kumbokutaura nemi. Tochiuya kuTriple C, he was so vocal. Conrad anga asingaite zvekutaipa izvi, aita zvekutaura, zvekuisa voice messages, achitaura zviri pasi pemwoyo wake. Inini, that's how I have seen Conrad kuTriple C. He was so vibrant, and anga ari munhu aida musangano yake, zvokuti kuno kuOhio, I think tarasikirwa ne strong cadre. Conrad was very strong kumusangano, and tinongoti Mwari vaita kuda kwavo, tarasikirwa negamba redu, tinongova nekuchema pamwe chete nemhuri yekwaSewera. Ngatichemei tiine tariro. Havana zvavo kuzokwanisawo kupinda muZimbabwe itsva, asi ticharamba tichiita fight zvavaidawo ivo. Comrade Conrad, tinongochema pamwe chete nemhuri yekwaMareya.
Yeah, if you heard anything about the burial plans?
Maburial details dzakatisati tapiwa handisiye kuti I think vari zvidzo vanga vachiti he will relay the information because vatoenda ikoko kunonzwa, saka tichatongomirira kunzwa kuna vari zvidzo.
Okay. Thank you very much for that information. Yeah, I know there will be a memorial service in the North America province just to honor our comrade who advised of that. I think it will be tonight or tomorrow. Yeah, it's very sad. It's very sad. To those who are just joining us, we are talking about, of course, the violence in Mrehwa, but just now we are announcing the passing on of one of our own, our deputy organizing secretary for Ohio here in North America, who passed away early this morning. He had actually, he was now actually in Zimbabwe. He had been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and he succumbed to it today at Chitungiza Hospital. May his soul rest in peace.
Thank you.
Thank you. Back to you, Barbara.
You had said we were going to play the video, maybe for the benefit of those that did not see it, but I think the video went viral. But because we are Change Radio, some people might have missed the video. I'll just pray to God that because, like I said, I couldn't even watch the video. I didn't open it, Chief, to be honest, because the comments that were coming from the people, they scared me. So maybe we can play the video and then we end the show, Chief.
Unozani mimi kwa mimi mnozani na makore mangani kwa mimi mna makore mangani 48 kwa mimi mnozani mimi anani
taura kuti munonzani
nonzi chipomtiza mtiza mna makore mangani 60 wadichi kwa mimi makore mangani wadani tona chitupa cheni kwa mimi munonzani tisani muna makore mangani wadichi Mame baba baba mimi munonzani morisani muna makore mangani jima unganza vanhu panapo chichaiti wauya wose maunganzwa nani panapo maunganzwa nani panapo nani chinangwa cho chachiri chekuti sei musangano wechi mamchi chinangwa chede chekuti sei asi mimi madanezerere nyimimi asi mimi madanezerere nyimimi makakodza kunge muchakanekere ku FDC hapana saka mne mshide iko ndepi instruction yakamboitwa neMBC ndei aiwa hapana wao nani
Yeah, this is very sad. You know, the age of the people that are harassing old people, you know, is what is more disheartening. You know, we have we are Zimbabweans. We have what we call Ubuntu, Chivanhu chedu. You know, achitobvumiri zviri kuitika izvozvi. And all for the sake of elections, all for the sake of winning elections. If you say you have power, if you say you are going to win elections, if you say you have the support that you need, Why do you have to go to this extent to force people to vote for you? So Zimbabweans, let's take a leaf from this. We want to give you a few action points. You know, this as a clarion call to everyone. Let's not just see this video or watch this video and cry. Let's do something about it. Make sure you, if you are here, you send it to your councillor. If you send it to your house rep, you send it to your senator, whatever you call them, wherever you are. Make sure the authorities in your adopted country see that this is what is happening in Zimbabwe. If you can translate it personally, I've already sent it to my governor, and you know, I will explain what was happening there. I know, you know, you call and we'll talk. This is something that you can do wherever you are. We are also going to give you the links. If Estella, you can post the links for SADC that we have prepared, the links for the United Nations, all the organizations that you can think about. Let's send them, because they are the ones that are defending Zanu PF. I've challenged some of them, you know, on various forums, on VOA, on discussions everywhere, where I've debated with Zanu PF people that you know, we cannot have South Africa and SADC and these so-called African leaders, you know, denouncing the issue of sanctions, and yet remaining mum, remaining quiet about the issue of human rights. These things go hand in hand. You know, we have nothing to do with the elections as opposition and as citizens. It is these countries, it is America, it is UK, it is the United Nations, it is the EU. They see all these things that are happening in Zimbabwe. And they say, you can't do this. You can't treat your citizens like this. You cannot terrorize your citizens like this. Therefore, we are making travel sanctions, travel bans to you and your family. Those are the sanctions that Zanu PF run about, they talk about. They are not sanctions per se. These are travel bans to Emmerson Mnangagwa's children, to Emmerson Mnangagwa himself. You saw Emmerson Mnangagwa Jr. being slapped with sanctions. How do sanctions on Emmerson Mnangagwa Jr. affect the country or the economy of the country? Emmerson Mnangagwa Jr. is not even a business person. He doesn't own any company. He is not a business person. So how does, you know, his banning from coming to the UK or to the US affect the running of the country or the economy of the country? It affects him on a personal level. Saka vanhu musanyeperwe nevanhu veZanu PF vachitaura kuti sanctions. It's things like this. It's what happened in Mrehwa Ward 4 today that attracts sanctions, that attracts other leaders, sane leaders, to start saying you cannot treat your people like this. And we have some African leaders condemning, you know, what is happening with sanctions and turning a blind eye on the massive human rights abuses by Emmerson Mnangagwa. To that we say no. And as a citizen, we say no to that. If Cyril Ramaphosa decides to talk about the issue of sanctions and say sanctions must be removed, he must also be man enough to talk about the issue of human rights. They cannot keep quiet. Those two go hand in hand. Zanu PF knows what to do if they want sanctions to go. They should just stop treating Zimbabweans like animals, the way we saw in Mrehwa. That needs to stop. So the links have been posted. The AU link is there. I'll put it there. That's the AU link. Please jump on that link and send it out and send that video. We want that video to keep going. It cannot end with Zimbabweans. It should go, you know, all over the world to all the organizations. That's the link for the United Nations. Jump on there and send that video and explain to them what is happening. There's also the one for SADC. There is the link for SADC. Jump on that link and send the video and make your comments as a citizen. You know, it's actually more powerful if we send as citizens, you know, these videos and our comments and how we feel about what is going on in Zimbabwe right now. We want to thank you, Zimbabweans, for speaking out. That was powerful. You know, what Zimbabweans have done. I saw comments from Mr. Mutasa, the former ZCTU president. I saw comments from not everyone, Hopo Chingono, the president, Advocate Nelson Chamisa. We saw comments, we saw even live production, live programs from the sociality, you know, the likes of Jackie Ngirande, as we have already mentioned, you know, Cecily Darius. And was here and watch, but Nasdavona, yeah, Cisimeli, you know, I watched that. I could feel that this is a Zimbabwean who is touched by what is going on. So we want to thank all the socialists. We want to thank everyone who is speaking out right now on WhatsApp, on Twitter. I know many spaces have been opened and they're talking about this. That's very important because some of these organizations, they'll be there, they'll be listening. So let's keep talking, but above all, let's take SADC, let's take UN, let's take the AU, and let's take our members of parliament, our senators, our house reps, our councillors. Let them know about what is going on in Zimbabwe. But of course, what happened today defines Emmerson Mnangagwa. It shows Zimbabweans that this is the leader of Zanu PF who is trying to run for a second term. Giving him another second term, it means we are saying we are going to have more of this violence, more of this abuse, more of the suffering that we are seeing in Zimbabwe. And you can say no to that by going to register to vote right now. If you haven't registered to vote, go and register to vote. If you are here in America, in the UK, you still have a part to play. Make sure that your relatives, your folks, your brothers, your sisters, your grandmothers, go and register to vote. And also encourage them to turn out in their millions when it comes to voting. And even you yourself also plan on going to vote. If you are in South Africa, if you are in Botswana, if you are in Zambia, if you are in Southern Africa, somewhere in Africa, you have no excuse for not going there. I speak like that because personally I always vote in every election. So I have that local standee to tell the people that go and vote. You don't have an excuse for you not to go and vote, especially if you are as close as Botswana, as South Africa. You really need to go and vote. Every vote counts. Remember, even vote yakwe or sadanzi ndiri ndega ku UK ndichinovhota, it counts. Every vote counts. That's the only way. That's the only way we are going to end this violence. We can do this. We can end this in the next 4 or 5 months when we have our elections. If we all do what we need to do. We want to thank you, Zimbabweans. We want to thank you for the support. We want to thank you for being here. We appreciate you. God bless you. And God bless the incoming president of Zimbabwe, Advocate Nelson Chamisa. Chief Shoshe, signing off. Thank you. See you in other programs.
Atina musha pano panyika zvinofadza mweya yedu kutsvaga musha unouya. Atina musha, atina musha, atifari kuba pano zvinofadza. zvinofadza imwe